So, welcome to Wally's Learning App, sponsored by Wally Rameshwar's IAS Academy. We are offering online and offline coaching for state services and also Union Public Service Commission. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the pattern and syllabus of the Group 2 of Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission notifications. Okay. So when you come to the APPSC Group 2 services, it is a two-tier examination. First you will have the screening test. You will have the screening test. Okay. And based on some ratio, sometimes 1:15 or 1:50, they will select the people for the mains. Okay. And in the mains of Group 2, of course, all the examinations of multiple, all are of MCQs type. Okay. And paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. So in the mains you are having three papers. Of course we will discuss the papers elaborately. In the paper 1 you are having general studies and mental ability. In paper 2, history of Andhra Pradesh and also Indian Constitution. And in the paper 3, it is with regard to the economy of India and also the AP economy. Okay. So it is with regard to the scheme of the mains examination. So when you go into detail of the screening test, the syllabus of the screening test, the first is the current affairs. Of course, not only Group 2 of Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. So any exam will have this as a syllabus. So in this current affairs, we have to study about the issues of national and international importance in politics, economic and society and sports, etc. And even like awards. So last week, Indian government has declared the various types of awards. Okay, you have to go to that also. So for this, the basic source is the newspaper and also some magazines. And when you come to the second subsection, it is Constitution of India. Of course, the same Constitution of India is also carried for the mains also. Okay. And when you come to the third one, it is economic development, which is nothing but the Indian economy and also AP economy. It is with regard to the syllabus of screening test. Okay. And for this, for Indian polity, you should purchase the Indian polity by Lakshmikant book, or you can purchase any book which is having the same content like the Lakshmikant. And even nowadays this internet is providing a lot of information and a good source for you. Okay. And as far as this economy is concerned, we are having many books like Pratyogita Darpan, Indian economy, and also Indian economy by the Ramesh Singh. Of course, so just now I told you, internet, you should take the help of internet. And when you come to the syllabus for the mains examination, that is main of the Group 2, paper 1, general studies and the mental ability. Of course, most of the screening test syllabus is carried into the mains also. So if you want to crack the Group 2, first you start completing the main syllabus. Automatically you will clear the screening test. In the main examination of paper 1, you are having general studies and just mental ability. It includes events of national and international importance and current affairs, general science and its application to the day-to-day life, contemporary developments in science and technology and information technology. It is nothing but you have to study all sciences and the recent developments in science and technology. Okay, and including various scientific phenomena. Okay, so nowadays you are having the problem of corona. So you have to have lot of the command about the disease and also virus and also vaccine. Okay. And when you come to the fourth one, social, economic and political history of modern India with emphasis on Indian national movement. Generally it is the syllabus from the foundation of Indian national movement. That is from 1885. Okay. So of course you have to study total syllabus, because sometimes even they will also ask question from the ancient India also. 1 or 2 questions also. But you have to give more important to the modern India. And so fifth subheading is Indian polity and governance, constitutional issues, public policy reforms and e-governance initiatives. Anyhow, you are studying the Indian polity for the paper 2. So that may see it is also useful for the paper 1 also. And economic development in India since independence. That is various 5-year plans. Automatically, this economic means we will also cover the same syllabus in the paper 3 also. So actually paper 2, paper 3, if you are thorough, 50% of paper 1 will be completed. And Geography of India with focus on the Andhra Pradesh. Here actually there is no mention of world geography. So it is not clear where they will give question from the world geography or not. So in the syllabus, Geography of India with focus on AP. So automatically you have to study both state geography and also Indian geography. Like you are having various topics like physical geography and also rivers, dams, agriculture, soils, etc. And next is disaster management. Okay. So when you come to the disaster management, so floods, droughts, okay, and even fire accidents, train accidents, okay, and even thunderstorm, okay, all are called as the disasters. So how you can use the technology to just mitigate, see, I mean, what is the meaning of mitigate? To minimize the impact of the disaster. So all the things you will study here, and including the remote sensing. It is nothing but the application of modern technology to combat the disaster or to mitigate the disaster. Of course, you are having satellite phones, you are having many things, okay? And sustainable development and environmental protection. So what is sustainable development? Growth, continuous growth, okay? It is called as sustainable, means our growth should sustain. So if you are having this year 10%, that growth should sustain. So I mean next year the growth should be at least 10%, not less than that. It is the meaning of sustainable development. And environmental protection. See, nowadays what happened, our technology, our concept is also harming the environment, like establishment of industries, and even usage of household items like air conditioners is also causing the global warming. So all that kind of things you will study here, like various conventions and protocols, okay, like Kyoto Protocol and Ramsar Convention. That kind of issues are discussed here. And 10th and 11th is with regard to the arithmetic and reasoning. Of course, everybody will know that because it is a common syllabus for whatever exam, so that may be in India, okay. And when you come to the 12th one, it is bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh and its administrative, economic, social, cultural, political and legal implications problem including. So these deal with the problems of the bifurcation, maybe in the employment, maybe in the per capita income or the resource of the state, okay, and in what manner the AP state has been subjected to losses because of bifurcation, etc. Okay, it is with regard to the paper 1. And when you come to the paper 2, in the section 1, you are having the social and cultural history of Andhra Pradesh. So here, for this, the best book is the P.R. Rao. Of course, you are also having the Gopal Reddy. So you can purchase any book. So here it starts from the, Shatavahanas, okay, and later Shatavahanas like Vishnu Kundin, Salankanas, Chalukyans of Vengi. Of course, you have to study all the chapters. And here, social and cultural history of Andhra Pradesh, geographical features of Andhra, its impact on the history and culture, prehistory, the Shatavahanas, Ishwaku, socio-economic and religious conditions, so literature, art, architecture. So every dynasty, if you study the Shatavahanas, you have to study about the social conditions, cultural conditions, their contribution to the literature. So everything you have to study. And for this AP history, P.R. Rao and Gopal Reddy are the good books. Of course, there are many number of books. You can purchase any book. Don't try to purchase more number of books. Okay. And again, same thing, advent of Europeans. So even there were settlements of these Portuguese, English in the AP and their implications. So it is with regard to the third point. And when you come to the fourth point, origin and the growth of Andhra movement, role of Andhra Mahasabhas. So actually this Andhra region was under the Madras state. So actually the Telugu speaking region was deprived of many rights. So there started a movement with the demand of separate Andhra. Of course, their demand was considered in 1953 when Andhra state was formed. So it is with regard to that movement and events leading to the formation of Andhra Pradesh state. So in 1953 Andhra state was formed. So again, what happened based on the recommendations of first state reorganization committee, headed by Mr. Fazal Ali in 1956, November 1st, what happened? Andhra state and Hyderabad states have merged to form the Andhra Pradesh states. That you have to study in this fifth point. And here you are also having the various treaties between the leaders of Andhra and Telangana, like gentleman's agreement. So because of violation of the gentleman agreement only, it is said that Telangana people will protest, and they will start an agitation for the separate statehood, of course, which was conceded to them in course of time. Okay. And when you come to the section 2, it is totally Indian polity. Almost all the Lakshmikant book, total book is in this syllabus, at least 70%. You just go through this syllabus, and the same thing can be covered in the Lakshmikant. So if you cover this polity here, it will be also useful for you in the screening test also. Even the same syllabus is also carried for the group 1 mains also. So you have to cover total polity. And when you come to the paper 3, planning in Indian economy and present status. So what is presented? So planning commission is replaced by the Niti Aayog. So here socio-economic objectives and outlays of 5-year plans. So first 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, their outlays, their achievements, okay? And especially LPG policies in the period of PV Narasimha Rao, you have to study here. And Indian economic policies. So here agricultural policies like the minimum support price, etc., and various industrial policies, their aim, and the monetary policy of RBI, like cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, reverse repo ratio, that kind of things you have to study in these Indian economic policies, and also including fiscal deficit and what is deficit financing, and trade policy, foreign trade policy, okay, FDI, current account imbalance, all these are covered in the second subheading. And when you come to the third subheading, availability of natural resources and development, population size composition. See, size composition means male female population, and also the sex ratio, okay, all the things you will study in the population, okay. It is a chapter of the just demography. And occupational distribution of workforce, how many people are engaged in the agriculture, how many in the industries, how many in the service sector, that also we have to study. And money, banking and public finance, of course the same thing, even the RBI policy. See, this monetary policy of RBI is a part and parcel of money, banking and public finance. Public finance is nothing but it is the budget and the collection of taxes, and also non-tax revenues, what is meant by tax revenues, what is meant by capital expenditure, okay. So that kind of things you will study in this. And the next is meaning and measurement of growth. So it is nothing but NNP, GDP, national income, per capita income. You have to differentiate between the growth and the development. It is the meaning of this subheading, okay. So what I mean to say is you have to cover the total Indian economy. So they may give less syllabus, they may mention the less syllabus, but what actually happens, they will ask even questions from out of syllabus also. And the next thing is economy of AP. So here in the economy of AP, you will study about the land reforms, structure of land holdings, that is small land holdings, marginal land holdings, big land holdings, that you will study. And also land reforms. What is the aim of land reform? To confiscate the surplus land from the zamindars, and you have to distribute the same to the landless. And also passing of tenancy acts, that is giving the security to the tenant who is stealing the land. All these kind of things you will study here. And sources of agricultural finances. What is the meaning of sources of agricultural finances? From where they are getting the loan? From commercial banks, from cooperative societies, even sometimes from these money lenders, and even directly from the government. Like in Telangana, we are having the Raitu Bandhu, okay, etc. And again, the second one is again 5-year plans of the Andhra Pradesh. So we have discussed about the Indian 5-year plans. The same concept you have to study here with different outlays and different achievements. And also this economic policy of AP. So this include industrial policy to to attract the investment. It also includes the agricultural policy. Various policies are included in the economic policies of AP. It also includes giving some sort of concern to small scale industries, cottage industries, etc. And when you come to the fourth one, it is service sectors of Andhra Pradesh. So importance, composition and growth with special reference to power, okay, transport and communication, tourism and information technology in AP. So it all deals with the, service sector, that is power, transmission even. So AP is also having considerable power generation in the solar sector, okay, that you will study here. And again, last one is the welfare programs of Andhra Pradesh. So if you want to crack the group 2, you have to go through the syllabus, and at least you should purchase one book. No need to purchase more number of books. Purchase one book and keep the syllabus copy by the side of you, and so prepare a notes with the help of newspapers and also with the help of internet. So hard work leads to great prosperity. So there are no shortcuts to success. So if you involve in hard work, so success will come to you. Okay, thank you.